welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Today I'm doing a get ready with me using everything in my travel makeup bag. If you guys missed what is in my travel makeup bag and what I travel with, how I pack everything, the little containers that I use, definitely check out that video. I'll link it in the card and also in the description box, so definitely go check that out if you missed it. I thought this would be a really fun video to do, just to show you guys what sort of makeup I would wear when I'm like traveling on a trip. Usually it's something pretty basic and soft, so let's go ahead and get into this. Let's get started, let's get ready together, and I'm going to use only the products that I'm traveling with. So my holy grail favorite brow products, definitely Milani makes some really amazing stuff. So I really love the brow shaping clear wax from Milani. And then to set everything, I'm using the Milani brow shaping gel. You guys know this is holy grail for me. It is the best brow gel ever. So to save on space in my makeup bag, I'm just going to be using the eyeshadow palette that I am traveling with. This is from e.l.f. It is the Matte for Matte Original palette. So I'm going to probably mix this color in with a couple of these like taupe shades and this like brown shade here, and just kind of mix and match and just put that through. So I'm just going to take the wax pencil, go over the brow hairs really quickly, and I'll probably speed through this part because you guys have seen me do my brows like a million times. Alright, so moving on to the face, I'm going to prep my skin with the Too Faced Hangover Primer. This is the little mini travel size one, which is so stinking adorable. Perfect for traveling, fits really nicely in my makeup bag, and that's plenty for my whole face. I love this because it's moisturizing, and as you know, whenever we travel, the skin always gets super dry, dehydrated. You know, you get kind of stressed out from traveling and whatnot, so this is great because it's hydrating and it gives the skin a nice smooth surface for your foundation. So for foundation, I'm using the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation in the shade Porcelain. I love this because it's so versatile. You can use this on its own, very sheared out. You can really build up the coverage to get full coverage. You can mix this in with your moisturizer and create your own tinted moisturizer, which I have been kind of experimenting with. So that's why I chose this to travel with, because it's just amazing and it matches me perfectly. I don't have to mix this in with anything else. Alright, so now that we have our base done, let's go ahead and conceal and then set everything. So these are my two favorite concealers right now. This one I use to cover up my dark under eye circles. As you can tell, I definitely got some dark circles. So this is the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Classic Ivory. It has a little bit of a peachy tone to it. And then to brighten and add even more coverage, this is the Born This Way Foundation Sculpty Concealer in the shade Snow. I love this concealer. This is fantastic, and on days where I want that sort of no foundation look, I will just use this, dot it all over, set it with some powder, and I'm done. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and set that with my e.l.f. Under Eye Setting Powder. This is still one of my favorite powders ever. It's just so perfect for underneath the eyes. And I like to use my sponge that we just used, kind of really saturate the tip of the sponge, and then just set. I'm not baking, I'm just setting. So now I'm going to apply an eyeshadow primer. This is my favorite. This is technically not a primer, but you guys know I love using my Jordana Continuous Almond eye pencil. I need to sharpen this, but this is just so easy. It's the perfect color for my skin tone, and I like that it's, you know, in stick form, so I can just put this on, use my finger to really blend this out. Alright, we're going to set that eyeshadow base and also the rest of the face with some powder. This is the Kat Von D Locket. This is the mini one, so this is great for traveling. So for eyeshadow, I love taking these e.l.f. palettes with me. So I have the e.l.f. Rose Gold Sunset palette. This is somewhat new. I love the colors in here. They're warm. You've got some shimmers and mattes. So definitely the shimmers are one of the main reasons I want to take this with me. So here's just a look at the palette. Really beautiful colors in here. And then my other favorite, this is an all matte palette. So this is the original matte for matte palette from e.l.f., which is one of my favorites. Really great neutral palette. These are definitely the type of colors I reach for. I like to keep it simple. You know, I want to not think so much about doing my makeup when you're on vacation or you're traveling. Let's be real, we're probably not going to wear everything that we travel with, but this is definitely a palette I can rely on to, you know, create a really nice look if I want to jazz things up a little bit. There's some deeper shades in here as well. So I'm going to start with this palette here. I'm going to take, let's see, I'm going to take this color right here and just put that in the crease. I'm not being super precise. I'm just going back and forth, windshield wiper motions, circular motions with my brush. This is the BH number Pro 5 brush. I said that backwards. I'm going to take this shade next because I kind of like want to do a softer brown look, I think, and not a rosy color. So I really love these matte shades. I'm going to take a smaller brush. This is the E126. And I'm just going to take the lightest shade in here, which is like this nude color. And I'm just going to use this shade to blend out the edges of that color that we just laid down. I'm going to take that rosy shade that we first laid down, and I'm just going to apply that to the lower lash line really softly. And then with a sort of flat brush, eyeliner brush, I'm going to take that brown shade and just go right under the lashes. So I'm going to reach for the Rose Gold palette, the Sunset palette, and I'm going to take this shade right here, which is a pretty kind of rose gold shade. I'm going to use my finger to apply this all over the lid. I'm just going to tap this on. Ooh, look at that. So pretty. I did this look the other day and fell in love. So this is probably going to be my go-to look on my little trip. And then for the inner corner, I'm going to take this yellow gold shade right here. It's the lightest shade in this palette. I always like taking a shimmery light shade to the inner corner. Just add a little bit of brightness. Just opens up the eyes, makes you look a little bit more awake. So I always love putting some sort of liner in my waterline, and typically when I'm doing a really natural look like this, I'll use a nude, and this is my favorite. This is from Essence. It's the Extreme Lasting Easy Glide and Waterproof Liner in Silky Nude. Holy girl favorite, absolutely amazing. And I also like to travel with a couple of bright shades, so I have a blue and a purple because I love blue and purple, and it's just a great way to make your brown eyes pop. Or make your eyes pop. It's just a great way to add a little pop of color without it being too dramatic. So I always travel with at least 3 different liner options. So that's pretty much it for the eyes. I'm just going to curl my lashes. Always have a lash curler with me, and apply, you guys already know my favorite mascaras. I always travel with these. So I've got the Mega Length and Waterproof for my bottom lashes, and then the Essence Lash Princess Extreme on the upper. So those are the mascaras that I will most definitely end up using, but I'm actually testing out a new product today. That'll be a separate video, so if you want to see my test of Tuesday video with this new mascara from Flower Beauty Cosmetics, definitely check that out. I'll link it below if that is already up. I'll do that mascara in a minute, but let's go ahead and finish off the face. So my favorite bronzer palette ever, you guys already know, the e.l.f. bronzer palette from the Studio line. This is in Bronze Beauty. They also have a deeper one as well. The only thing I did is I switched out one of the bronzers for the contour shade from the contour palette from e.l.f. because you can actually pop these out and switch them yeah, so you can switch them around. You can switch and put like a blush in here or customize your own palette. So I'm going to use this bronzer shade right here. As you can tell, it's been very well loved. I've hit mega pan, and more than likely I probably won't contour, but again, I did bring this contour shade here from the other e.l.f. palette just in case I want to kind of amp things up a little bit, but more than likely I probably won't use it, but we'll see. Alright, so moving on to blush. This is my favorite blush, you guys. Oh, this is from Tarte. It's in the shade Party. I love this. I have the little mini here. This is perfect for traveling because it's so itty bitty tiny. So if you have like a mini Tarte highlighter or blush, these are perfect because they don't take up so much space. And I would rather just take one blush that will go with any makeup look versus bringing like a blush palette or bringing 2 or 3 different blushes. I already know I'm only going to use one shade, and this one is perfect because it's super neutral, it's matte, and I love the Tarte blushes because they're just so easy to wear. And this color, again, it goes with any look. So I know I can rely on this blush to really come through. For highlighter, I had to go with my one and only. This is from Milani. This is a little bit, it's a larger pan, but again, this highlighter goes with any look. I don't want to have to think about my makeup too much. I just want to pick products that I know work for me. This is in 01 Afterglow. This is the Strobe Light Instant Glow Powder from Milani. Oh, this color is so beautiful. Using, of course, my F19 favorite highlighter brush of all time. I love this highlighter because, again, it's a really soft shade. It's not too much. Woo! I love it. Love it. So this is just a little something extra, and I do like to bring this with me now because I think it's a great finishing powder. So this is from Hard Candy. It's the Color Correct finishing powder. This gives a beautiful filtered glow to the skin. It's so nice. So I'm just gonna take my big brush here, really work it into the powder, and just go all over the face and really buff. Alright, so we definitely want to set everything, and I love this little bottle of setting spray. So this is the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 travel size. This is only like 15 bucks, but what I love about this is you can refill it. It's just going to save you a lot of space in your makeup bag. So I'm just going to do this quick shake and set. I just love it, and it smells, it smells so freaking good. It smells like coconuts. Alright, so for the lips, I definitely want to do something really easy, something I can just put on. I love taking all of my samples or smaller travel size mini lipsticks. It's just perfect. So I have this one here from Bite Beauty. This is called the High Pigment Lip Pencil in the shade Sable. I have a whole bunch of different lip options here. More Bite Beauty ones, little mini Kat Von D lipsticks. Again, these are just so easy to just throw in your bag and go. I love this color. I haven't worn this in such a long time, but these are just so great and convenient. I love that it's in a twist up stick, so you can just put this on. That's what I love. I want convenient, easy to wear products that I don't have to second guess or really think about. Alright guys, so here is the finished look. Super simple. I like to focus on the skin a lot and just keep the eyes pretty soft and easy. Definitely my go-to when traveling. So those were a majority of the products that I travel with. If you guys missed my what's in my travel makeup bag, definitely check out the video. I'll link it below. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. If you are new here to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I upload on every Tuesday, Friday, and sometimes on Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next video. Remember, smarter beauty is better beauty. Bye guys.